Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can get all the information on everything you need to do to actually scale your business to six figures and beyond. Pow! So I'm so excited to share with you about what you can do to help out the state of Florida. And one of the things you can do is disaster relief contracts. And I'm going to give you everything because I'm actually a resident of Florida and I live both back and forth between Florida and Washington, D.C. So if you looked at any of my other videos, I've spoken quite a bit about getting started, building my business, getting to well over six figures and beyond. And I started in Orlando, Florida. So what I want to do is talk about what you need to do, regardless of whatever agency you want to work with, when it comes to what your NAICS code is. It doesn't matter what you provide as long as it's professional. And this is something that you're looking to do to help because there's so many contracts out there. Remember, short-term and long-term. So I'm going to share with you my screen. And I just wanted you to know that we're going to do even a more in-depth step-by-step on what you need to do on a workshop on Wednesday, absolutely free. But I'm going to give you what I always call high level, and then on Wednesday, I'm going to break it down to eye level. So that way you know exactly what you need to do. So first, let's look at step by step. If you're looking at wanting to know all about what the requirements are for providing disaster relief or getting and winning a disaster relief contract, the first thing you absolutely have to be is registered in SAM.gov. So I want you to go to SAM.gov and you're going to register. Simply go. I've got a video that is attached to this one that tells you step by step on what you need to do to register with SAM.gov. No worries. This does take a process, but it's so worth it. Now, one of the things a lot of people say is that if I am registering with SAM.gov, that it's going to take me a while. But remember, I said earlier, there are so many contracts out there that they're going to need for different counties in Florida, that they're going to need your services for years. I mean, years to come. They're just getting to emergency response in there and removing things that they need to remove, making sure the water level, there's alligators running around, literally seen alligators. I think you guys probably seen a shark swimming on the street. All of this, my girlfriend said there were alligators that are just like out. And I've seen photos of that. I'm quite sure you guys have as well. So there's going to be a long process of recovery. And unfortunately, this is going to happen again and again and again. So I want you to do what is easy, which is registering now. So that way, when it's harder, when they're, when you're ready to get really doing the contracts, you've already done what's hard when it's easy. So right now it's easier to get it done because you are looking for the long term. And there are going to be some things you can do short term, but definitely a lot of things you can do long term. So in other words, don't worry if you've not registered. Get registered in SAM.gov. Come here, get registered, boom, boom, boom. It's going to take some time because there's a lot of people that are probably going to be looking to get registered. And within this, you're going to look at making sure that you register for the disaster register. It's called Disaster Recovery Registry. So you want to make sure you register. That's the first step. When you register, it's going to ask you how many states, what can you cover? And I mean, you need to be able to respond quickly. So if you're in South Carolina and you can't get to a place quickly, please do not register. And then they're going to be even more specific. They're going to ask you, do you want one or multiple? Then they're going to ask you what county. So know what counties that you want to actually register. Now on Wednesday, I'm going to give you the counties that Biden has already approved when it comes to emergencies, that they are allowing people to do sole source contracts. A sole source contract is when a contracting officer can give you a contract without any bidding, just to you. They can actually, under emergency conditions like there are now in Florida, they can give you a contract called sole source. I've seen in the last 12 hours, 52 contracts that were actually given out. And if you go into SAM.gov, you're going to see a lot of them that say sole source right now in SAM.gov. But you can't do anything if you're not registered. So do that. Make sure you go to irs.gov and get your EIN number. If you haven't done that first, then register with SAMS. You're going to need that capability statement that I've spoken about over and over again. They are looking for your capability statement. So that's going to be step number 3. Have that ready. I'm going to actually have a template for you guys on Wednesday, so that way you're not losing any time. Then the fourth thing you want to do is, like I said, you're going to register with the recovery. The fifth thing you want to do is you want to go and become a vendor with Fema, sma.gov. You want to make sure that you become a vendor for Fema. You're going to go on there. You're going to see it's like a liaison program that they have under Fema. You're going to download that and fill it in on the spot. There's a form. It's asking you all these questions, what services you want to provide. Like I said, they need a host of everything. There are contracts that they've already awarded for a lot of people that do tree cutting, removal, debris, any of that. They need you on the ground right now. And a lot of them have been awarded, but there's going to be a lot of things they're going to need, from cleaning up to electrical, water, all kinds of things. So anything that you provide and you're watching this video and you're learning, they're going to need a professional company. So we're not looking for any frauds or anything like that. This is real deal. These are people that, I've been there. I know how it is when you've got a lot going on. It could impede your business. Let's say if you had an office in Florida and all of a sudden there's water in your office, that is really, really traumatic when you're trying to provide services and now you have to stop. So this is the real deal. And like I said, they're not looking for anyone to go in there with any fraud or any kind of missteps. This is serious. So register, SAM.gov. Make sure you fill out the registry for the disaster response registry. Do that. Then FEMA is separate. FEMA, you're going to fill that out and submit that. That's when it comes to that form to fill out the profile. You want to, it's called their liaison program, and that's how you become a vendor with FEMA, fema.gov. Okay, that's the agency. Now, underneath there are a lot of agencies that need actual services. There's like, I think 15 that I saw that they've already awarded, not awarded, they've already declared a disaster area. So that's been declared by President Biden. So you want to make sure that if you join me on Wednesday, I'll have that list. I've got all these different links. The other thing you want to remember is once you submit that, you are going to do the capability statement. That's a one-page resume that I've talked about. I will have a template to show you on Wednesday so you can put it all together. And then you want to make sure that you visit your emergency management offices. Those are the local offices, local counties. Go there. It's called the Emergency Management Office. And you want to go there.com. And you want to go there, and they're going to have all these different individual places that you can go to. And you can look, and it's like local, because there's local, state, and federal. And so there's all kinds of opportunities out there to provide professional, honest to goodness, great services. So look at the emergency. If you're in South Carolina, I know that they're still needing people in South Carolina. So if you're in South Carolina, you just go to the emergency management office in your area. It's going to come up and say near me, click on, it's going to tell you all the things that they need. There's a list. And I also am going to have contracts that they're looking, not contracts, but they're looking to fulfill contracts on Wednesday. I'm going to compile it all together. I've got a lot of them. You'll be able to look at. And I have a list specifically for Ian that people are looking for contracts and contractors, prime, that are looking for sub. Prime contractors giving their phone numbers out, looking for subs. Now, during this time, there's a lot of fraud. People who are trying to make money. Make sure you vet what you're doing. Make sure. Now, mine will be clearly vetted before I give you this information. Trust me, I'm going to make sure I vet everything. And because I'm a resident and I've been involved in a lot of things in the Florida area, I will be able to get what is the real deal. So that way we don't get any mess. Okay. And the other thing I just wanted to make sure that you guys know, that if you want to look and see if you are registered with the with the disaster recovery, then let's show you. I'm going to show you what you can do for that as well. So let's look at the disaster recovery. Let me share that with you. So it's the acquisition.gov. Let me give that to you. Let me find this, and we're going to share that with you. And then that way, here we go. So we're looking for this. So we're looking for the acquisition. And here it is right here. So you want to look at this disaster response recovery registry. I'm sorry, disaster response registry. And what you want to do is go there to this particular website that I have on my screen, and it's going to tell you where to go to look to see if you have registered. So it's going to say disaster response registry search. This is the place where the agencies are going to cut through a lot of the stuff and go straight here. And this is where you want to make sure that you are doing this. And also there's a quick start guide for disaster response registry that you can look at as well. And like I said, this is where you can go and make sure if you don't remember when you were in SAM, or let's say you find out after searching that you're not, you are going to need to do a quick search. You're going to need your entity's name, it says DUNS number, which you can put in your, UEI. And then if you, did your cage code, but you want to go in and put in your name. Because you can look at several searches. You can do a cage code search, a UEI or DUNS number, or a entity name. You can look either one, but that is what you're going to use to see and click there. It's the advanced search to see if you are with the disaster response registry, and that will tell you. But I hope to see you on Wednesday, because I'm going to have so many things, so many links, and so many possibilities for opportunities to actually provide you with contracts for disaster relief contracts. I'll see you there Wednesday noon. Click to register. Wednesday noon sharp. Space will be limited, so make sure you're there, because I'm going to ask and let anyone ask any questions, and I'll have you on and off in hopefully right under an hour. Okay. It will not be recorded, so I'm not going to have any replays or anything like that. So make sure you're there. Okay. Well, I am so excited. Look forward to you guys being there, seeing you soon. And until next time, take care and bye-bye.